Why I love doomscrolling, the science of loving chaos. Why I love doomscrolling, a deep dive into your brain's darkest desires.
It's the Doomscroll Love, where heartbreak feels right. A dance in the darkness, a thrill in the night. The world's falling apart, but I'm holding on tight to this Doomscroll Love, a bittersweet plight. Bittersweet plight.
Ah, doomscrolling. The socially acceptable way to panic about the world at 2 a.m. But what if I told you that this chaotic habit isn't just bad for you, it's scientifically fascinating. Strap in, because today, we're dissecting the science of why scrolling through despair feels so damn satisfying. The neurological science of doomscrolling, amygdala and dopamine pathways. Do you find yourself scrolling at night, eyes wide, with fascination? Let's start with your brain. The amygdala, your fear processing center, lights up like a Christmas tree every time you see bad news. Why? Because it's scanning for danger, like your brain's overly dramatic bodyguard. Then there's dopamine, yes, the same chemical that makes chocolate and Netflix feel good. Weirdly, it also rewards you for doomscrolling. Every swipe gives you a tiny hit, keeping you hooked like a low-budget drug dealer. And finally, cognitive dissonance. Your brain hates unresolved tension, which is why you keep scrolling. It's like watching a horror movie and hoping for a happy ending. Spoiler, there isn't one.
Volcanoes and protests, it's all a wasteland, but somehow it's soothing. It's shared misery, a love born in the wreckage, just you and me. It's the Doomscroll Love.
So yeah, doomscrolling is basically your brain's way of saying, why sleep when you can panic scroll your way to enlightenment?
It's the Doomscroll Love, where the pain feels so sweet. A front row view of
The psychological drivers behind doomscrolling.
through the storms and the fires, we're destined to meet in this Doomscroll Love, where despair and night greet. Doomscroll Love, where heartbreak feels so love, where heartbreak feels wrong.
Negativity bias versus positivity bias. Coffee and doom, because nothing pairs better with existential dread than a caffeine buzz strong enough to power your descent into madness.
Misery, a love born in the wreckage, just you and me. You feed me destruction with a pain feels so sweet.
Humans are naturally wired for negativity bias, it's why bad news hits harder than good. Back in the day, this helped us survive predators. Now? It just makes us experts on everything terrible happening worldwide. Then there's FOMO, the fear of missing out. Doomscrolling tricks you into thinking, if I don't check this next post, I might miss the one tweet that saves humanity. Spoiler, you won't. And lastly, coping mechanisms. Believe it or not, some people doomscroll because it makes them feel prepared. As if knowing about 17 different global crises will help when the asteroid finally hits.
Love till the final curtain falls. It's the Doomscroll Love, where the headlines align. A bittersweet passion for cruel and divine.
Negativity bias is evolution's way of saying, you survived lions, now here's a tweet about melting ice caps to keep you on edge. The unexpected benefits of doomscrolling.
It's the love we pursue, my eternal companion, the Doomscroll and you. Doomscroll and you. The Doomscroll and you. The Doomscroll and you.
Believe it or not, doomscrolling has its perks. Staying informed helps you make better decisions, or at least gives you a head start in debating strangers online. Empathy is another surprising win. Reading about others' struggles can actually make you a more compassionate human. That is, when you're not busy rage-liking posts about corporate greed. And for the creators out there, doomscrolling is the ultimate idea generator. Nothing inspires art, journalism, or dark comedy quite like staring into the abyss of global despair.
It started with a Henry, then another and more. A love affair with chaos I couldn't ignore. My heart's hooked on tragedy, my soul's on the line.
Basically, doomscrolling turns you into a well-informed, mildly traumatized citizen of the apocalypse. Fun. The risks and how to manage them.
The world's falling apart, but I'm holding on tight to this doomscroll love. A bittersweet light. It's the doomscroll love, where heartbreak feels right. A dance in the darkness, a thrill in the night. The world's falling apart.
Now let's talk about the downside. Doomscrolling can wreak havoc on your mental health, think anxiety, depression, and sleep issues. It's like inviting the worst parts of the world into your brain and saying, stay as long as you want. Information overload is another big one. Your brain can only handle so much, and at some point, it's all just noise. Congratulations, you're now an expert in everything and nothing. To manage these risks, try setting limits, curating your feed, or practicing self-care. Or just embrace the chaos, because let's be honest, are you really going to stop? If doomscrolling is ruining your sleep, don't worry, you'll have plenty of time to nap when society collapses. My love affair with doomscrolling.
But I'm holding on tight to this doomscroll love, a bittersweet light. You feed me destruction with every swipe of my hand. Volcanoes and protests, it's all a wasteland.
For me, doomscrolling isn't just a bad habit, it's my toxic love language. It's the thrill of knowing exactly how we're all screwed, paired with the hope that maybe, just maybe, someone else will fix it. It's like having front row seats to the apocalypse, but from the comfort of your couch. Who needs fictional drama when real life is one giant dumpster fire?
Somehow it's misery, alone in the wreckage, just you, doom and me. It's the doomscroll love, where the pain feels so sweet.
So yeah, I love doomscrolling. It's unhealthy, unsatisfying, and entirely unavoidable. Just like my taste in relationships. Hey, you? Stay informed, but stay sane.
Toxic embrace.
Like, subscribe, comment, share.
Every meltdown.
So, are you ready to embrace doomscrolling as your nightly ritual? Hit subscribe, smash that like button, and share your favorite catastrophe in the comments. Let's spiral together, shall we?
It's unhealthy. This love built on pain.
This Pretty Women is here to ensure that all the science, neurology, psychology, societal impacts, from the original draft remains intact, but it's interspersed with dark, adult humor to keep the tone entertaining and
Till
relatable.
the final curtain
Thank you.
falls.